Good morning, Angela. It's Friday, October 21st, and I'm wearing a political shirt. Haha. Today I ate leftover pasta for breakfast, sandwich for lunch. I had a snack this afternoon of some animal crackers because Kasha got a Costco, I guess you'd call it a bucket of animal crackers and brought it in to share with the whole office. So that's sitting in the upstairs kitchen now, and that I have a feeling may not be so good for my health because, I mean, okay, who do the animal cracker people think they're fooling? They're not crackers, they're cookies, and they're delicious because they're basically shortbread cookies, and shortbread cookies are one of my favorite kinds of cookies, so I need to really demonstrate some restraint on eating those. Fortunately, like, there's tomorrow, and then we're not even going to be in that office for 2 weeks anyway, so yeah, I'll be good for the next 2 weeks at least. So that was my snack for dinner. I had Zach and I went to Bangkok Cafe, and I got the green curry, which like they have a whole section of curries, and all of them except for one have the chili spicy thing next to it, and I didn't get the one that didn't have it because I didn't think it sounded that good. But like most of them were like spicy red curry with blah 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 or spicy yellow curry with blah blah blah, and this one was like mild green curry with creamy coconut milk, and I was like, that doesn't sound so bad. I can totally handle that. And it was one of the spiciest things I've ever eaten. It was up there with the pork I had at the Chinese place in Davis this last weekend, where my nose was running and I was getting teary and sweating, but it was really delicious, and I have leftovers, which I guess I'll have for breakfast. I should be able to manage it with having a glass of milk with me. And it was quite good, and I've never really enjoyed curry before, but because when I took Brett there, he said it was the best curry he ever had, I thought it'd be a good place to try it, and I liked it. So yeah. And then for dessert, I had Iowa concrete, and I know what you're thinking. Iowa concrete? That sounds delicious. Is that what you're thinking? Oh, Iowa concrete, or, well, okay, concrete is frozen custard with stuff mixed into it. And Iowa concrete from Frosty Jake's on Grant is apparently vanilla frozen custard with chocolate and peanut butter mixed into it. And that was quite delicious, but they only have one size, and it was like a lot more than I wanted to eat, but of course that didn't stop me because it was really good, and it's chocolate and peanut butter. So I don't have much else to talk about today. I have a funny story. Oh, I have the funny story. And I'm going to get to that. I'm going to tell you about my dentist visit because I learned a lot about my teeth. First of all, I really like this dentist. He's really, really nice and really seems to know his stuff. And I have what is called a crossbite. Crossbite, yes. Which is where my bottom teeth are outside the top teeth in the back, but they're inside in the front. And I mean, I can feel back there, and that's totally the case, and I never noticed it before. And he said that's not really a big deal. There's, like, no need to get braces or anything. But I also found out, apparently, that I grind my teeth when I sleep. And he, like, had a little camera that you stick in your mouth and take pictures, which doesn't sound... Hey. Shush. There we go. That it doesn't sound like nearly as bad as it is. It's like a pretty small thing. And he showed me, like, hey, this is where your teeth are grinding against each other, and you can really see it on, like, a couple of my bottom teeth. And I had no idea. I grind my teeth in my sleep. Yeah. So I'm supposed to get kind of a faux retainer type thing that I would wear just at night, and it would keep, instead of my teeth grinding against each other, they would grind against that. Yes. I didn't get my teeth cleaned today since it was my first time there, so they took x-rays and all that, and then I'm getting my teeth cleaned in a few weeks when I go back. And I think by then they will have found out if my insurance will cover the retainer thing, because otherwise it's like a few $100, and I don't want to pay that. I'd rather spend that money to come visit you. Um, oh yes, funny story. So as I told you, I have 6 new customers that are my accounts now, and I've been working on introducing myself to them, as has my coworker who used to manage them, and I'm going to leave his name out of this, or her name. The coworker was like emailing one of the customers, and the coworker, sent this email like, "Hey, I've enjoyed working with you guys for so long. We're reorganizing the way that our accounts are divided. So your new representative is going to be Alex Marty, and below is her contact information." Her contact information. And while all my coworkers upstairs in the Tucson office thought that it was hilarious, as did I, for that matter, we couldn't for the life of us figure out a way to like smoothly email the customer and be like, "No, actually I'm a man," because I've never talked to this person before in my life, and I don't want them to think I'm being immature if I crack a joke or something. So instead, I just emailed my coworker and was like, "Hey, you called me a girl. Can you take care of that?" So hopefully that will be resolved by the time I get into work tomorrow. And that's my funny story. I hope I told it in a way that actually made you laugh. I feel like maybe when I got to the climax, I presented it a little anticlimactically. I hope that wasn't the case. I hope you laughed. I love you. Have a lovely Friday.